As of 2020, 42.2 million Americans struggled with hunger. That's more than 1 in 8 citizens. But what is food insecurity? The USDA defines food insecurity as a lack of access at all times to enough food for an active, healthy life. 13.1 million children suffer from food insecurity, and 5.7 million senior citizens. But what does hunger look like in California? According to the California Technical Academy, in 2020, 3 in 8 people struggled with hunger. 2 in 5 children struggled with hunger or food insecurity. California food insecurity rate was at 11.7% in 2019 and rose to 20.9% in 2020 due to the coronavirus pandemic. Californians facing food insecurity were at 4.6 million in 2019 and 8.2 million in 2020. On average, in 2019, 1 out of every Californian does not know where their next meal will come from. In 2020, 3 out of every 8 Californians does not know where their next meal will come from. Children in California experiencing food insecurity totaled 1.7 million in 2019 and 2.2 million in 2020. In 2019, with a child food insecurity rate of 19%, around 1 in 5 children in California went to bed hungry each night. This places California at the 20th highest child food insecurity rate in the nation. In 2020, California sees the highest increase in child food insecurity rate to a rate of 26%, where around 2 in 5 children in California may go to bed hungry each night. This map of the country illustrates the level and rates of food insecurity across the nation and indicates California's level of food insecurity being experienced by its citizens. Currently, the number of California citizens dealing with food insecurity totals 6,053,470 people, 16.7% of the state population. The varying shades of green illustrate the food insecurity rates across the 50 states and where they rank along the SNAP threshold of poverty level. SNAP is the government's Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program that provides aid to low-income and poverty-level citizens. The average cost of a well-balanced meal is currently $2.64. Additional money required to meet food needs of U.S. citizens is almost $3 billion. There are many different reasons why people go hungry. One of the main causes of hunger is the issue of supply far exceeding the needs of the population. Ironically and tragically enough, there is very often too much food being produced, which leads to massive amounts of food waste. I personally work in the restaurant industry and can attest to the large quantities of food that is simply thrown away each and every day. 12.5 billion tons of food from farms in California is wasted every year. 2.5 million tons of prepared food in California is wasted each year by restaurants and cafeterias. Nationwide, a staggering 100 billion tons of food is wasted each year. The Los Angeles Regional Food Bank is on a mission to serve low-income and poverty-stricken citizens that are experiencing hunger in our communities. The pandemic greatly intensified the dire circumstances many people were already living in, coping with food insecurity on a daily basis and struggling to survive. In Los Angeles County alone, there are nearly 2 million people who are unable to afford to feed themselves and their families. The COVID-19 outbreak has given rise to many people desperately needing food but unable to afford it. People who have never found themselves in this situation of facing food insecurity due to widespread and massive layoffs and work furloughs. The Los Angeles Regional Food Bank has been a dependable and stabilizing resource for these residents who have taken advantage of the food bank's weekly emergency food distributions. The The Los Angeles Regional Food Bank has set up drive-through food distribution sites where people are able to simply drive through and have their vehicles loaded with healthy food, allowing them to prepare nutritious meals. Every food distribution site and event serves 1,000 to 7,500 people and households due to the millions of pounds of food that have been generously donated by the citizens of Los Angeles County and corporate sponsors. The Los Angeles Regional Food Bank's mission is to ensure nobody in our communities ever goes hungry.